Hi, welcome back. This is page 2. All right, let's see how we do here. Number 11, look for the GCF first, and I see that the GCF is 3. So I say 3 times 2x squared plus 3 goes into 69, 23 times, and 3 goes into 168, 56 times. Then I say, what is the AC value? A times C is 2 times 56, or 112. And B is 69. Sorry, no, it's not 69. Don't want to confuse the original. B is 23. So I'm looking for numbers that multiply to 112 that add to 23. And I try just go through 1 times 112 is 113. That's not it. 2 times 56 adds to 58. Not it. 3. 3 won't go into 112. So we skip 3. I go to 4. And 4 goes into 112 28 times. And those add together to give us 32. Still not it. We're getting closer. 5 won't go into 112. 6 won't go into 112. 7, I believe, will. 7 goes into 112 16 times. And 7 plus 16 is 23. So those are the numbers that we're looking for. At this point, I'd say let's use a box. And I put 2x squared here, and I put 56 here. And then I'm going to put plus 7x and plus 16x in the box. And then I'm looking for the greatest common factor for each row and each column. So the top row have an x in common. The bottom row, the two parts there have, let's see, 16 and 56. I think 8. If they have 8 in common, let's put that. And then right column, 2x. Sorry, that's the left column. The right column would be 7. And then I just go through and I double check to make sure that I've multiplied this out. 2x times x is 2x squared. X times 7 is 7x, yeah. 2x times 8 is 16x, and 8 times 7 is 56. So those work. Now I just need to write out my factors. 2x plus 7 times x plus 8. And I want to make sure and remember the 3 that I factored out at the beginning. So I'm going to put the 3 out here in front. And those are the factors. All righty, number 12. 12, 60, and 75. 12 will go into itself, obviously, and 60, but not 75. So I look at 6, which is the next biggest factor of 12. And 6 will go into 12 and 60, but not 75. So then I go to 4. 4 won't go into 75. So it looks like 3. Looks like 3 is going to be it again. So I take 3, and I'm left with 4x squared minus 20x, and then plus 25. And so then I say to myself, my AC value is 4 times 25, or 100. And my B value is negative 20. So this time both numbers are going to be negative. So negative 1 times negative 100 would be negative 101. No. Negative 2 times negative 50, negative 52. Again, no. 3 won't go into 100. 4 will. Negative 4 times negative 25 would be positive 100. When I add them, I get negative 29. Still no. Negative 5 times negative 20, negative 25. No. 6 won't go into 100. 7 won't go into 100. 8 won't go into 100. 9 won't, but 10 will. So it's the negative 10 times negative 10 is 100, and those add up to negative 20. So our numbers are negative 10 and negative 10. So we can again do this in a box. And I put 4x squared plus 25, and then negative 10x and negative 10x. And then I factor. This will give me 2x, and this will give me, I think, minus 5. And over here also 2x and minus 5. And so our factors are 2x minus 5 times 2x minus 5. And then we also have the 3 in the front. And keep in mind that we can also write this, since these two factors are the same, we can write this as 2x minus 5 squared. And either of those would be acceptable ways of showing that as your final answer. All right, number 13. Uh, 10 has two factors. Other than 10 and 1, it has 5 and 2. None of those are factors, are multiples of 5 or 2, divisible by 5 or 2 or 10. So there's no GCF. So what we're going to do then is just take 54 times 10, which is 540, and that is our AC. And our B is negative 57. So both numbers are going to be negative. I'm going to take negative 1 times negative 540, and that'd be negative 541. No. Negative 2 times negative 250. Not 250, sorry. Negative 270. And that'd be negative 272. No. 3. Let's see, how many times will 3 go into 540? So it's negative 180, and that'd be negative 183. Again, no. 4. Negative 4. 540 divided by 4. That's negative 135. Still no. I'm sorry, that'd be negative 139 when you add them, and yes, the answer is no. So that's negative 57. We'll keep going. Negative 5 times negative 108. And that's negative 113. Nope. 6. 540 divided by 6 would be negative 90. And that's negative 96 when you add them. Nope. Keep going. 7 won't go into 540, I don't think. So we skip that. We'll go to 8. I don't think 8 will go into 540 either. 9. 9 goes into 540. 60 times, so negative 60, and that'd be negative 69. No. So we go to 10. Negative 10 times negative 54, and that'd be negative 64. And we're getting closer, but it's still not there yet. 11 won't go in there. 12. I think 12 will. 540. So negative 12 times negative 45. And those add together give negative 57. So those are the numbers that we're looking for. We go to the box. And in the box we write 10p squared and plus 54 down in the bottom right. And then the negative 57, we write negative 12p minus 45p. And then we're looking for the greatest common factor for each of those. 10p and 45p, I would say that's probably 5p. And then for the other top row, we can go 2p between 10 and 12. And then I can say negative 6. I want to say negative 6. And down here, negative 9. So 2 times 5, 10, p times p squared. 2p times negative 6 is negative 12p. 5p times negative 9 is negative 45p. And a negative 9 times a negative 6 is a positive 54. So our factors are 5p minus 6 times 2p minus 9. And those are our numbers. It took a little bit of work to get there, but we made it. Number 14. 8b squared plus 14b plus minus 15. And they don't have a common factor, so we're just going to go straight to our AC and our B. And AC our AC is 8 times 15. It's negative 15, so it's going to be negative 120. And our B is positive 14. So this time we're going to have a positive number and a negative number, and the larger of those two is going to be positive. So I'm going to put negative 1 times positive 120 is negative 120, and that'd give us 119, which is not it, but the sign is correct. The sign leaves that positive, and so we're just going to leave the positive on the larger of the two absolute values. So negative 2 times 60, and that's 58. Not it. 3. Negative 3 times 40 would be negative 120, and that's 37. Not it. Negative 4. Negative 4 times 30 would be negative 120, and that gives us 26. And that's not it. 5. Negative 5 times 24. Double check that. 5 times 24. Yeah, that's 120. Negative 5 times 24 added together is 19. Still not it. We are getting closer as we inch down. So negative 6 times 20 is negative 120, and negative 6 plus 20 is 14. So we found them. Those are the numbers, negative 6 and 20. So again, we go to the box. 8b squared minus 15, and then for the other two boxes I put negative 6b plus 20b, and then I factor out greatest common factor for each row and each column. Here that'd be 2b, and down here it would be 5. Up here it would be 4b, and over here it would be negative 3, I think. Negative 3. So our factors are 4b minus 3 times 2b plus 5. And those are our factors. All right, number 15. Number 15. I think it's 4. If we take 4, we can take 4 out of all of that. 4 times 4x squared plus 3x minus I think 27. So our AC is negative 27 times 4. We get negative 108, and B is positive 12. So once again, positive and negative. Negative 1 times 108, 107 when you add them, no. Negative 2 times 54, 52, no. 3, negative 3 times negative 3 times a positive 36, and that gives us 33 when we add them. No. Negative 4 times 27 is negative 108, and those add to give us 23. No. 5 won't go into 108. 6 will. Goes in 18 times. So negative 6 plus 18 is 12. So since we're looking for 12, then that's it. So then we go to the box, and I put 4x squared here and negative 27, and I put negative 6x here and 18x here, and it doesn't matter if you switch those two, that's fine. It just changes where your factors end up, whether they're on the top or on the side. So we got 2x here, and I'm going to say 9 here. Make that positive. These have a 2x in common, and these have a, let's say, negative 3. I just want to double check. I haven't done that all with all of these. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. 2x times 9 is 18x. And 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. So my factors are 2x minus 3 times 2x plus 9. And the 4 that I started with by factoring it out, that's in there too. So 4. And now we're finished. All right, let's look at 16. 54 and 12. We know they have a 2 in common. How about 6?
Big straight, big grizzly.
So I'm going to put 6 here, and 6 times 9 is 54. 6 times 9k squared minus 9k plus 2. And so I factor that 6 out. Just makes the numbers that are left a little easier to work with. So 2 times 9, our AC now is 18. And our B is negative 9. And so that means both numbers have to be negative. So negative 1 times a negative 18 is positive 18, but adds to negative 19, not our numbers. Negative 2 times a negative 9 is positive 18. That would be negative 11, not our numbers. Negative 3 times a negative 6 is positive 18. Negative 3 plus negative 6 is negative 9. Those are our numbers then. So we're going to write here a box. 9k squared plus 2, and then minus 3k and minus 6k. And factor out here a 3k off of that top row. And, this first column also 3k. And then minus 2, I believe, out of that bottom one. And down here, I'm going to say minus 1. And then just double check. 3k times 3k is 9k squared. Yes. 3k times negative 1, negative 3k. 3k times negative 2, negative 6k. And negative 2 times a negative 1 is a positive 2. So those are our factors. And then we can write, remembering that 6, we're going to put that 6 out here first time so we remember it. 6 times 3k minus 1 times 3k minus 2. And those are our final factors. All right. Let's see, we're getting close here. 17. I'm going to skip 17. Let's do 18 because 17 very similar to what you've done with some of the others. Check for GCF, do your AC, do your B. But 18 is a little bit different because this is a different pattern. Here we only have 2. And so I'm going to rewrite this as n something squared minus something else squared. And then I ask myself, what would I put in there? Well, in this case, it's just n because n times n is n squared. And in the case of 64, that'd be 8 because 8 times 8 is 64. And when I have it written this way, then I can just jump straight to what the pattern is. This up here is called a difference of squares. So our factored form is going to be what's called conjugate pairs. So I'm going to have n and 8 plus an n and 8 minus in between them. And that's how you do it. These are a little bit easier to deal with. Let's look at that again with 19. Something squared minus something else squared. That's the difference of squares pattern. So I say, well, this would be 5x because 5 times 5 is 25 and x times x is x squared. And over here, this would be 4. Now, it's just a short jump to get to our factors. 5x and 4, 5x and 4 plus and minus. And those are our factors. And then finally, for number 20. Sorry, every now and then my computer does that to me. Okay, so number 20, I've got 49v squared minus 81. Something squared minus something else squared should be equal to what we have up there. And this would be 7v, and over here, 9, because 9 times 9 is 81. And so our factors are 7v and 9, 7v and 9, plus and minus, or minus and plus doesn't matter. The order of those factors doesn't change. And so, I'm sorry, yeah, the order of the factors doesn't change the result. So you would have, that's what you have. Practice, practice, practice. You're going to do great on the test. You study.